There's a truth most men don't realize until they've been broken when she leaves. When she walks away, when she chooses someone else, you think it's over. You think you've lost everything. But in reality, that's the moment you have the power to become everything. Understand this. Regret is not instant. It doesn't strike her the moment she leaves. It comes later. It comes when silence meets her. It comes when your absence is louder than any words you could have spoken. And if you play this correctly, if you understand the Stoic way, she will regret walking away. Not because you begged, not because you chased, but because you became the man she can never replace. This is how. The first step is silence. Not anger, not arguments, not pleading. Detachment. A woman does not regret leaving a man who begs. She does not regret leaving a man who falls apart. She regrets leaving the man who doesn't flinch, the man who remains calm as if nothing happened, the man who disappears into his own world with dignity. Detachment is your weapon. It's not about ignoring her with bitterness. It's about refusing to give her the satisfaction of your pain. When she sees you silent, unbothered, and steady, she begins to question herself. She wonders, did he even care? Did I matter at all? And that question will haunt her. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Choose not to be harmed. You won't feel harmed. Don't feel harmed, and you haven't been." When you detach, you deny her the power to harm you. That denial creates the seed of regret in her mind. After she leaves, don't waste a second drowning in sorrow. Use that pain as fuel. Go to the gym. Work on your body until your reflection commands respect. Read, learn, build your mind until your words carry weight. Discipline yourself. Sleep early, rise early, control your habits. Live as though you were born anew the moment she left. This is not revenge, it's rebirth. Seneca said, "Man conquers the world by conquering himself." When she left, she expected you to crumble. She thought she'd find you broken, desperate, still scrolling through her pictures, still waiting for her messages. But imagine her shock when she sees you stronger, calmer, sharper, a man who no longer needs her validation. That's when regret will sink in, because she didn't just lose you, she lost the best version of you that was yet to come. Regret only bites when she realizes she cannot return. If you stay stuck, she knows she can always come back. But if you rise, if you build a life full of purpose, she'll see doors closing behind her. Travel, start new projects, surround yourself with new people, new energy. Invest in your dreams. Let your absence be filled with progress so undeniable that, if she tries to return, she feels like a stranger in your world. A woman regrets most when she feels replaced by your growth. Not replaced by another woman, but replaced by your mission, your greatness, your higher self. Epictetus said, "If you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid." In other words, don't care what she thinks of your journey. Focus only on becoming the man you were meant to be. Soon enough, she realized she walked away from a man destined to rise. Silence is not weakness. It is the loudest response you can give. When she texts, don't reply instantly. When she watches your stories, don't post for her. When she waits for your reaction, give none. Because the truth is, women expect emotions. They expect anger, sadness, begging. But silence, that's unpredictable. That's power. Your silence forces her to sit with herself. She replays memories in her mind. She imagines you with someone else. She wonders if you've already forgotten her. That is the torment of silence. It leaves space for her imagination to torture her. Seneca once said, "The greatest revenge is not to be like your enemy." Your silence is not revenge, it's mastery. You are showing her that your peace cannot be disturbed, and that calm will echo in her mind until regret consumes her. At the end of it all, regret comes from comparison. She will compare you to the men who came after. She will measure you against the shallow attention she receives. And if you've grown, if you've become rare, then every other man will feel ordinary next to you. You become irreplaceable, not by trying to prove your worth to her, but by embodying a life so strong, so purposeful, so rooted in discipline and peace, that no one else can stand next to it. Marcus Aurelius reminded us, waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. Don't talk about your value. Don't post quotes about strength. Live it. Be it. When she sees the man you've become, when she realizes she threw away the rarest soul she could have known, regret will hit her harder than anything you could have said. So remember this, you don't need to make her regret with words. You don't need to chase, to beg, to argue. Regret is born in silence. It grows in your absence. It explodes when she sees the man you've become. She will regret leaving you when you do this, when you detach, when you master yourself, when you build a life without her, when your silence becomes louder than her presence, and when you become the man no one can replace. The truth is, regret is her burden, not your goal. Your goal is growth. Your goal is mastery. Your goal is to rise so high that she becomes nothing more than a shadow in your story. And by then, you won't even care about her regret, because you'll have something far greater yourself.